The Helldivers fandom continues to be on cloud 9 over the upcoming ODST event when Team Green first gets to dive in. With more clues coming in every day, as it looks like we might have seen another PlayStation leak ahead of whatever is going down later this month. Also, Helldivers might just be the tip of the sword when it comes to cross-platform and Halo, which is a wild story for sure. In case you're new here, please consider hitting subscribe, as it's free and it really helps out the channel. Also, don't forget to ring the notifications bell so you can stay up to date on all my latest uploads. And here comes some interesting headlines from Helldivers. To begin with, I wanted to say thank you so much for the love you showed yesterday's Helldivers ODST video. The compliments on the thumbnail, the idea of that ODST warbond, and the general enthusiasm around that entire aspect of Helldivers was great to see. You know, many times as a content creator, you end up at the receiving end of the stick. But yesterday's outpouring of love was really cool to see, so again, thank you. Okay, so we've got some juicy topics to dive into today, but first, a quick pit stop with our local democracy officer for a progress report for our current campaign. Now, in short, you divers are killing it.
Give me a hell yeah!
With nearly 4.5 days left on this timer, Boar Rock is nearly at 60% liberated, Crimsica is approaching 50%, the Bile Titans have all been slain, all 1.5 million of them, the Impalers are being destroyed at a rapid pace, and even the samples are being extracted with regularity, currently at 80% done for the rare samples and 42% for the commons, with the requirements for common being 3 times that of the rares. I also found it very interesting that the Bile Titans were the first bugs to reach their kill count max, because when we first saw these things in the game, every diver was screaming, some out of fear, others from excitement, and you know, they were at first very tough to down. Now we've got divers using hover packs and crispers, floating up into their faces, totally disrespecting their size and completely melting them. God, I love managed democracy. The Charger kills, though, is another matter entirely. As we reported on yesterday, Spore and Behemoth variants don't count, and that's all you're going to see on higher difficulties. So we're going to have to dial it down a few notches and dive into 4s, 5s, and 6s to help finish this one up. It's been a while since I looked it up, but from 7s on up, it turns into Spore and Behemoths, or at least that's the way I remember it. So, try out a 5 or 6 in a squad and try to get a bug breach to open up so you can have a steady stream of targets, and hopefully you can get some standard chargers to spawn in as well. If you have any suggested best practices or tips and tricks for regular charger farming, please post them for all to benefit from by dropping a comment. Now, we touched on all the available clues towards the upcoming ODST collaboration or Warbond in yesterday's video, link on screen and in the video description in case you missed it, but they included the Halo 3 ODST saxophone notes at the end of that trailer, the secret transmission broadcast we started receiving that when played in reverse exactly mimicked Superintendent from Halo 3, along with one I did not mention, the fact that the Halo 3 ODST part of the trailer begins at 1 minute 17 seconds into that trailer. That's 117, as in Master Chief's designation, John 117. And there was also an official response to one comment posted to the Helldivers 2 Bring the Boom trailer on the Xbox channel reading, "Holy shit, Halo ODST, 1 minute 15 seconds. Let's go, ODSTs are deploying." To which the Xbox official account simply responded, "Yeah, buddy." But again, we don't know if this will be a collaboration, like what we saw in the Killzone offerings with several pages of shop wares like armor, primary weapons, and cosmetics, or what a lot of you responded with yesterday, the fact that you want to see an entire ODST Warbond with pages of new gear, weapons, and cosmetics that can be unlocked through medals. Definitely drop a comment as to where you stand on this one. Are you Team Superstore or Team Warbond? All right, it's time to take a deep dive into some brand new information, starting off with this one from GameRant that published actually yesterday, titled Rumor, Helldivers 2 may receive a new major update soon. Helldivers 2 may get a new update titled Light of Liberty on August 26th, as spotted in an apparent leak by PlayStation. What makes this rumor interesting is that Helldivers 2 is confirmed to be finally arriving on Xbox on the same day. And, oh, by the way, this is just me talking. Don't worry, this includes no artwork here or other very specific details. They go on to say, as spotted by a now deleted Reddit account, that's kind of a red flag there, the PlayStation France Twitter page supposedly leaked the August 26 arrival of Helldivers 2's Light of Liberty update before swiftly deleting its announcement. Intriguingly, this is the same day on which the Arrowhead Game Studios developed title is scheduled to hit Xbox. The Reddit user's screenshot of the post shows the post-mentioned players being able to, quote, liberate the depths of dark space in the rumored update. However, the leaked information didn't contain any details about the update's contents. Based on the naming convention used for the title, there is some fan speculation about the update being a major one, similar to Helldivers 2's Heart of Democracy update and the Omens of Tyranny update before that. GameRant does go on to say that historically speaking, this could be legitimate because in the past we've seen PlayStation release information ahead of time and leak their own upcoming content before it should have gone public. Further mentioning that with the upcoming Halo ODST event on August 26th, this would be the ideal time to release a major new content update. All right. GameRant is correct when they say this would be the perfect time to release a major new update, like Escalation of Freedom or Omens of Tyranny. And yes, we've seen PlayStation self-leak information in the past. That much is true. But when you take a long look at it all, Light of Liberty is something I've never heard of. And, I could be wrong here, but it doesn't sound like either A, this tweet is legit, or B, the name of this potential content update is accurate. But, those are just my opinions. You can definitely chime in by leaving me a comment. This next item, though, is very intriguing, and I'm sure we've all been following the tearing down of the platform-exclusive practices that have dominated the industry for so long now, and although it's not entirely free yet, as gamers, it's exciting to see good games being sent over to different platforms. Case in point, Helldivers 2 being added to Xbox while Gears of War is being sent over to PlayStation. But here's the question for you. When I say the word Xbox, what's the first title that comes to mind? The face of the brand, and for many, the reason they purchased a box back in the day. Well, without a doubt, it's Halo. You can flash a pic of Master Chief to any gamer, and they know that iconic green color, they know that helmet, they know that visor, with Master Chief ranking right up there with the likes of Super Mario, Pac-Man, and even Kratos, as one of the most recognizable video game characters of all time. And here's where it gets good, as it seems that our upcoming ODST collaboration, and in a broader sense, Halo breaking onto PlayStation with Helldivers 2 may just be the tip of the sword, the litmus test for Master Chief on PlayStation. Because according to a new video by RebsGaming, 2 new Halo titles, including a beta, were discovered in the game's API that included PlayStation compatibility. But wait, there's more. You see, back on June 9th, Grunt API reported they could confirm they had found a new Halo game within the API code that would be releasing on PlayStation. RebsGaming then spoke with Grunt and received even more details. Number one, this new Halo game could be certain Affinity's rumored Project Ecker. More details on that in a moment. Last Monday, the title was linked to PlayFab, which is used for cross-platform progression, matchmaking, and unified online services. Number 3, a beta is listed alongside this new Halo title. And finally, number 4, a second Halo title is also listed in this API, although not much is currently known about that one. And just to clarify, Project Tatanka, the Halo Battle Royale that 343 had in development and then abandoned, was later picked up by certain Affinity and continued on with, making use of the new Unreal Engine 5 in place of the older Halo Slipstream engine. Now, when this handover was made and the engine swap happened, Tatanka was relabeled to Ecker. Now, I saw a lot of comments theorizing that with this ODST Warbonder collaboration coming to Helldivers 2, something gigantic had to be brewing with the Halo franchise, and this looks like it could be the next step for Xbox on PlayStation. Pretty cool overall if this pans out. It will have been Helldivers that once again led the charge for breaking down those barriers, ushering in not only this collaboration, but also allegedly a full-blown Halo multiplayer experience for PlayStation. But overall, some interesting details, right? I mean, that's for sure, and you've got plenty to comment on. Charger farming tips and tricks, whatever that Light of Liberty alleged leak was, and how about this latest discovery that Helldivers might be the pebble that begins the landslide, ushering in Halo multiplayer for PlayStation. If you happen to like the video, please hit subscribe and ring the notifications bell so you never miss my future upload alerts. A massive thanks goes out to all our current channel members, for without your support, content like this would not be possible. And until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer signing off.